AOC, all right? AOC. 12 minutes on this one, not long. 12 minutes on this one because we got other things that we got to settle. We got to solve for. AOC, ladies and gentlemen, is been on tour. Been on tour with Bernie Sanders. They say that AOC raised $400+ million for the war chest. Now, a lot of people don't even realize that what Bernie Sanders and AOC has been doing, and to a lesser extent Jasmine Crockett, is they have been on tour not to make sure that they get you guys anything. When y'all went to these events and you went home, it didn't do anything. They didn't change anything. They didn't write any new laws. They didn't fix anything in your community. You still poor. You still liberal. You still scissor kicking. Your life has not changed. You had to go to work the next day after you called off. Some of y'all might have gotten written up. Some of you got on the PIP, right? You're on a performance improvement plan. Nothing changed. Y'all went out there. Y'all protested. And Trump was like, that's night. Deportation, immigration problem official, revoked status, trade war, tariff, all of this stuff. Trump is going to do whatever Trump is going to do. So I hope that that actually benefited you, but it certainly benefited Bernie Sanders and AOC. And let me see something. AOC. Killing it. Killing it. AOC is killing the fundraisers. She is dog walking everybody that is trying to fundraise against her. She not playing no games. She smashed any other individual that even came remotely close to her. So she's funding her new campaign. She's funding everything. And so this is on tour. This is really a raise money tour. Support me as a candidate. I want to continue to be in office. All of that. I seen a salary transparency video for Congress. They say all of them make $174,000. I said, y'all asking the wrong questions. Y'all need to ask them what their net worth is. We'll get there. Anyways, but while AOC is on tour, the people that live in her district is suffering. Check it out.
Well, local leaders in the parts of Queens that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez represents are calling on FBI Director Kash Patel to take on the crimes and the gangs. That, they say, is getting worse. All of this is getting worse, despite a massive NYPD crackdown that started last year and resulted in hundreds being arrested. Here to discuss is Republican candidate for New York City Council of District 25, Ramses Frias. Ramses, so great to have you on. I'm going to show you, I was in your district with you at some points. Let's take a look at this flashback so we can show people what her district looks like.
After 7 p.m., you cannot walk around here.
In the corner, every a week, you heard somebody was killed, somebody was beaten.
Está muy inseguro.
I feel very unsafe, truly. I've had 3 times someone try to assault me, try to pull my gold chain.
So Ramses,
Democrats are the only people on the face of this earth that can get a promotion from doing a bad job. Democrats are the only people on earth that can get a promotion from doing a bad job. You can't even go outside. You can't even walk around. People getting shot, suffering. The business owners is like, man, it's bad out here. Anybody live in AOC's district? Y'all tell me what it's like over there. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Let me know in the chat. Said nobody speaks English, C. Diggs. Facts.
you live there. I was there just about a month ago. Same thing. I saw some of the same stuff. She's out fighting the oligarchy. She's on a tour with Bernie Sanders in Wyoming and all over and California. What's happening in your district? Why isn't she there?
She's an absentee landlord. She never comes around. She doesn't want to, face the facts that this community is going under. We are facing so many issues, from prostitution, violent crime. Gangs are just taking over our streets. putting their tags up everywhere and making things so uncomfortable for all of our community members.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the prostitution, because when I was there at 9 in the morning. I was there at 9 in the morning until around 11:30, and I saw dozens of tricks being turned there. I don't understand why she's...
Jesus, they saying tricks being turned on Fox News. I can't believe it. You telling me if I want to go and get some pom-pom, all I got to do is walk around in AOC's district? Now, that may come with chlamydia and herpes and hive. I call it hive, but a lot of y'all like to say HIV. I'm so out of the loop that I was still saying STDs, and I remember I did a live stream, and this was like a couple years back, and somebody corrected me. It might have been a year back, and somebody corrected me and said, Anton, it's not STDs anymore, it's STIs. Sexually transmitted infections? Is that what it's called? So what happened to sexually transmitted diseases? Why did they remove the D and give it an I? Is that a part of the diversity, equity, and inclusion package? I didn't even know that they replaced the D with an I. And so I started trying to transition myself and saying STD or STI. They said, no, it's STI. And they have PrEP for that now. You can take preparatory medication to make sure that when you're busting it down for a real one, that you don't have to worry about it. Did y'all have anybody corrected y'all? I guess STI doesn't sound as abrasive, right? But they telling me that you can go over there and get a trick turned out over in AOC's district. You know what's so funny? I remember doing a review video about this same thing last year, and it's the same thing this year. Okay. Let me just pull up the old video. This is the old video from last year. All right. This is what they were saying about her last year.
Some people who live in Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's congressional district in Queens, New York, say she's missing in action. They're not happy with their neighborhood, which they say has become a hotbed for sex workers. Community activist Ramesses Frias joins me now. Ramesses, has AOC
Ramesses was on this mug last year. Did Ramesses lose weight? Is Ramesses the same? Hold on, let me see something. It looks like Ramesses has got a little poor. Let me see something. Ramesses.
Some people.
Let me see what you got going on, Ramesses. Ramesses might have lost weight not because he was trying to lose weight. The money is drying up. He ain't got no glasses no more. He ain't got that Hawaiian silky. His background is a little bit dustier, the whole 9 yards. Ramesses. You see how he got that Egyptian cotton on right there? Ramesses, it ain't the same no more. Look how crisp. Hold on, Ramesses. Your beard, you got your beard oil in on this one. You got your glasses on. I could see the ring light in the glasses. And your hair got the Hawaiian silky, beard full, hookup looking great. I see you on this one. Okay, let me see what Ramesses is talking about on this one. Is this the same guy? This can't be the same guy. Is this the same guy? Let me see something.
Fighting the oligarch. Why doesn't she fight
Violent crimes.
over fighting about
When she was killed, so
Ramsey and Shear for New York City Council of District 25, Ramesses Frias.
Ramsey's going through it. His background ain't even the same. His background different. His camera different, background different, lighting different. Everything is different. Ramesses, what's going on, big dog?
Same thing. I saw some of the same stuff. She's out fighting the oligarchy. She's on a tour with Bernie Sanders in like Wyoming.
William, it's a good show, right?
All over and California. What's happening in your district? Why isn't she there?
She's an absentee landlord. She never comes around. She doesn't want to, face the facts that this community is going under. We are facing so many issues from prostitution, violent crime. Gangs are just taking over our streets, putting their tags up everywhere and making things so uncomfortable for all of our community members.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the prostitution, because when I was there at 9 in the morning. I was there at 9 in the morning until around 11:30, and I saw dozens of tricks being turned
Practicing
there.
minimalism,
I don't understand
Molly?
why she's fighting the oligarchy. Why doesn't she fight the pimps who are exploiting the women in that district? It was very sad. Very young girls that I saw involved in this trade. Also, she's been fighting deep fake porn, because I guess that happened to her. She doesn't care about the pornography on her own streets.
It's just horrible. Human trafficking is at an all-time high in our area. And it's almost as if the politicians in the area are trying to make it legal and make it a regular thing. We're trying to stop this at all costs.
It's such a great point, Ramses. She actually calls them sex workers. She's trying to normalize the exploitation of women by pimps and so forth. No woman wants to be in that trade. No woman chooses it to walk the streets at 9 o'clock in the morning turning tricks. It's ludicrous for her to say that. The other thing that was happening was just straight up crime and women not feeling safe walking the streets. Those interviews that I saw were in October. And
look at all of the fake products, the Chinese products that's being sold on the streets, y'all.
There are a lot of the illegal immigrants starting businesses there on the streets, while business owners had to, work their whole lives to get, pay for a license to sell alcohol when somebody's selling alcohol on the streets. How is the business community reacting, and what is the situation of the citizens? Are they actually asking AOC to account for why there's so much neglect in her district?
The citizens, are met with muted answers. No one responds to us. If you reach out to her office, nobody's saying anything. Same issue is going on with other politicians in the area. Our businesses are suffering. A lot of doors are closing, and then the doors that are opening are just more brothels. These are the things that this community does not need.
You're running for office against AOC. What's your message to the people in your district?
Well, I'm running for City Council District 25, and that's versus Shekhar Krishnan. And what I have to do is try my best to restore the balance here and bring back a community that's well-loved and has so much to offer. We're tired of being stepped on. We're tired of being used. And we just want to live peaceful and tranquil lives, just like everyone else. Everyone here wants the American dream.
So AOC, all right, AOC is on tour. And that's the part that politics is so trash now. And the reason that it's trash is because these people are on tour and they running around raising funds so that they can stay in power, but they're not even connected to their own community. They're not even doing nothing in their own district. They're not even talking to the people. They're not working to get prostitution removed. They're not even working to get illegal migrants away from taking advantage of federal government resources. That's what happens when you elect a waitress into office.